You were made to fly. But in order to fly, you have to be willing to let go of the ground. The ground represents your stability. The ground represents everything you've known. The ground represents even what you've built until this point. The ground is stable. When you stand on it, you feel your bearings. You feel like, okay, I know this. This is familiar to me. This is what I'm used to. But yet, your heart beckons to the sky. Your heart looks and knows that's where I belong. That is where I am destined. That's where I was created to be. But in order to fly and then eventually soar, you have to first be willing to launch. You have to be willing to let Christ lift you up on wings as eagles so that you can run and not grow weary and walk and not faint and stumble. You have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to surrender. That the sky, this new thing, this new place, you don't know that place. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know where you're going. You don't know how to do that. But the moment you launch, the moment you allow Christ to launch you into destiny, the moment you really let go and begin your ascent, He'll show you. Because Christ Himself will always lead you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will show up with His righteous right hand, and He will lead you for His name's sake. Perhaps today, what He's waiting on is your surrender. Perhaps today, what He's waiting on is your bold step of faith, and that step of faith doesn't look like a step, it looks like a launching. It looks like a willingness to take the leap and go all in. And even in this moment, I'm remembering a vision I had years ago. It was representative of the body of Christ. And it was standing at the edge of this super, super high canyon cliff thing. Basically, picture the Grand Canyon. And it was the body of Christ at the edge and the way we were all approaching it. That there were some people that edged up and they wanted to fly. They knew they were called to fly. They knew they were called to step out, but they just couldn't do it and they backed away. Other people edged up, sat down, and were really still thinking about it, and then eventually kind of just slid their way into destiny, just kind of like, okay, I'll do it then. And they just kind of slid off the edge, but then they started to fly. And then yours truly was in the group that saw the edge, saw the opportunity, and we just went barreling towards that. Literally leapt in the air, doing somersaults, flips in the air, just like, here goes nothing. This is gonna be a wild ride and I'm here for it. Yeah, that was me. That's you. That's many of you on my page, because we are those wild creatures with Jesus. But when we were made to fly, we were made for this. Once you fully surrender and you take that leap of faith, He's promising you today a very fun, a very wild ride. But this is what it's all about, my friends. This is how we launch into destiny. This is how we experience life in its fullest, because Christ came to give us life and life abundantly. Let go of what the enemy has stolen from you. Let go of your past. Let go of all the times it didn't work. And embrace that this is the new thing. This is your greatest adventure yet. It's time to let go and launch. I love you guys. God bless you. Let me know what country, what state in that country you saw this in. I've already prayed for you today.